Good morning, grade fives. Happy Tuesday, April 21st, 2020, and welcome back to our morning meeting. Reminder it's Country Expert Week, and we'll go over what that means for today in a little bit. So, our agenda for the meeting today, we'll go over the work for today, our norms, our estimation answer, and the new one. We'll have our daily quote, the Math Minute, sharing news, writing challenge, and a movement break to end it all off. So your job today, like we said, it's Country Expert Week. So your first job for math is to pick a word problem to do. We've got those in the Google Classroom, and an operation sheet to practice. So whichever you are moving on to. So adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, you make your choice. For our ELA social studies, it is research day. So yesterday you had a bunch of questions that you prepared to research your country. Excuse me. And today your job is to go find answers. I really want to encourage you today, grade fives. This second part, record your sources. So that's writing down the book or the website that you got that information from. I'm going to share another video to our Google Classroom page for you to check out that gives you a little bit more information so you can see what I'm looking for in that. And then to read, we always read every day at school. So let's make sure we're doing that at home too. And you can share a bit about your reading in our Google Classroom. And like always, we've got our bonus math problems and estimation pattern and writing challenges that you can also work on. You'll also notice in our Google Classroom that I save all the work from last week at the bottom of the page. So if you go into classwork, all the work from last week is at the bottom. So in case you didn't get to it, you can go reference that there and use that again if you need it. And there's also a new section on our Google Classroom for French work. So make sure you check that out as well if you want to keep practicing your French. Mrs. Hillier has put some resources together for us. And one other thing I shared in our Google Classrooms is that we now have a CoSpaces subscription for the rest of the year, which is fabulous. So if you were in my class last year, you'll remember what CoSpaces was. It's a great opportunity to practice coding and building, and they gave us the full pro subscription while schools are closed and we're learning online. So that's a great opportunity to maybe a good way to share what you're learning and create something a little bit differently when you share about your country this next week. Our class norms. We'll have respect for everything and everyone, even if they are different or disrespectful. We'll always try our best no matter how hard it is, even if we don't like it. We will always be kind to everyone, and we will have fun with everyone. Thanks for doing these today and every other day. So our estimation last time, our estimation was how many sheets are on this roll of paper towel. And they gave us a little comparison here with the toilet paper roll, which we know, and our answer is, try to get a better drum roll, I think, 80 sheets of paper towel. You can see it right there. So check how you did with your estimate and record that. And then you can see how close you were. Today we're following that similar theme with the toilet paper. So how many sheets are on this smaller roll of paper towel? So we know this is 80. How much is this one here? So share your estimates on here or in our Google Classroom or by sending me a message, and we'll see how we did tomorrow. Our quote of the day, I love this quote from Ziggy. You can complain because roses have thorns, or you can be happy that bushes have roses. It's all a matter of perspective. So that's a great reminder that it's easy to sometimes complain about a small thing, but we need to try to view the big picture and try to be thankful and grateful as best as we can. So I encourage you to keep doing that during these challenging times at home. Our math minute today. So again, it's what comes next. We're doing a different kind of pattern. We didn't do any decreasing patterns before in our class. So we've got 99, 95, 91, 87. So what comes next? What is the 15th number and what is the rule? So how do you know? I've had a couple people ask why I don't share the answer from last week for this one. The main reason for that is because my video time is a little bit limited with the program I use. So that's why whenever you send it to me, I respond back to you and we talk about the rule a little bit and you share your work with me. So that's how I'm doing it for the Math Minute, just so you're aware of that. You can also check with your parents. They're bright folks. They can help you that too if you want somebody to double check for you too. So sharing news, I'm sharing a little bit of are the countries that I've heard of so far. So I've heard somebody's going to be doing research on the Easter Islands. Somebody's doing research on Italy. I know there's a research on the USA. There's a research on Norway. There's one more, but it's escaping me right now. So I'm excited to hear about that over the week. I'm also going to be sharing some of your work to Google Classroom, some of the presentations people have shared, so you can see what type of things people have created last week for their animals. Our creative writing challenge. So we've got the Rory story cues. We love using these in class. So we've got this picture of this kind of scared, fretting face, a dice, a sheep, a tree, a house, a wand with stars coming out, a lightning bolt, an apple, and a parachute. Guy jumping with a parachute. So your job is to create a story that includes all of these pieces. Look forward to reading those. Maybe we'll share some tomorrow if whatever we get submitted. So again, our quote of the day, you can complain because roses have thorns, or you can be happy that bushes have roses. And of course, like always, we'll end off with our movement break. So check out that LES Phys Ed website, check out the LES Learning Hub and the LES Music website, and take some time. Make sure you are taking care of yourself physically. It's good to move. Like I say, it's good for our brains, good for our hearts. So I encourage you to make sure you're doing that. Grade fives, have an excellent day. Make sure that you check out the other video on Google Classroom about research and taking care of sources. And I look forward to messaging with you today. Have an excellent day. See you, grade fives.